Introducing first, representing Canada, from Toronto, Canada, total combined weight, 450 pounds, the team of Troy Montour and Danny Bull Johnston.
On top of being a professional wrestler, my father was a bigger-than-life person. He was a giant in so many ways. He was 6'5", 275 pounds, muscle. In the wrestling ring, he was a bad guy. He was a heel. He was a cowboy wrestler. He was an outlaw cowboy. But at home, he was a gentle giant. And actually, my mom would have to kill spiders in the house because my dad wouldn't do anything like that. He was an amazing man, caring, loving, generous, open, and he was hilarious.
Best fighting kid! I'm gonna slap him like Dandy! Yes!
So for me, I really saw my dad as two separate people. The man who was the wrestler and the man at home. The wrestler was a bad guy. He was a heel. At home, he was a teddy bear, and everyone loved him. For me, I've taken that inspiration into my life as an entertainer, as a stand-up comedian. There's me on the show. There's me, the big guy, and he's kicking, and he's dancing, and he's yelling, and he's getting angry. I don't get angry, pretend angry, comedy angry. I've been through some tough stuff in my life. My dad died 9 days after my 13th birthday. Even when my dad was alive with his role as an entertainer, sometimes as a family, financially we struggled. But we always had laughter. Laughter lived in the walls of my house. It vibrated with laughter.
2 bushwhackers. I want to see Hulk Hogan one more time.
Hulk Hogan.
And when the vibrations started to stop, if there was ever a time where there was a tough time financially, or my dad was going through the struggles that he had with addiction and mental health, everything came back to life when the laughter started again. And when my dad passed away, I felt like the vibrations were going to stop forever. But then I took a very serious role to keep the vibrations going.
I found out that I was allergic to gluten the day after I ended a 3-year relationship with my girlfriend. The day after. Do you understand how hard that was for me? I had to say goodbye to the love of my life so soon after breaking up with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
My dad was a professional wrestler. So he did the same thing that I was doing, traveling around. But when he showed up, he had to wrestle somebody. He had to jump off the top rope. He had to get slammed. He had to get punched. He had to go into the ropes. I remember so many times as a kid, my dad would come home and he would just have bruises. 3 bruises up the back, and that's from him hitting the ropes. But every time he hit the ropes, he came back into the ring. He came back into the center of the ring. My dad worked so hard. So I thought to myself, I'm just talking through a microphone, but I'm not wrestling anybody. I'm not jumping off the top rope. And my dad worked so hard to give everyone the best show possible. So based on my history, I think this life was given to me, but it was my decision to chase it. Obviously, him dying is a big part of my life because now I'm seeking approval from someone that I'm never gonna get it from. If my dad was here right now, what would I say to him? I'd tell him that I'm okay. I know he would be so proud of me. I've spent my entire life chasing his footsteps. Everywhere that he's been, everything he did. And I'm never gonna stop chasing them. Doesn't matter how big I get, how much money I make, who knows me, who doesn't. I'm gonna be okay. Because I'm never gonna stop.